What up? What up? What up? Thomas, what up? What up, people? Wait on David to get in. Hey, Vicky, you not the first online client though. She not the first online client though. Yo,
Yo, am I in?
yeah, you in? What's up, my bro?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Good, man. Good, man. We got a nice little audience already jumped in, man. Everybody's really excited, man, to hear your story, man.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, man. Cause just the clients that I train, I talk about you all the time. So you know, this is gonna be an exciting time for people to actually listen to you speak,
Mhm.
other than me bragging on you.
Okay. Well, hey, everybody.
Man,
Glad everybody's able to join in.
yeah, yeah. Hey, it's the first episode of Tips by Tibbs, bro. Man, I'm honored to have you on, man. Um, this no other way I could have it, other than to have you on first, man. My wife is in there. She's like, she's the first client, but I said you're not the first online client.
She said she needed to be the first.
Right, right. Man, but we're gonna kick it off. I know everybody jumping in here on their lunch breaks probably. They stepping away from whatever it is that they do.
Right.
And you probably on your lunch too. I know you got a meeting coming up. uh, man, so I got my little notes here for you, so we about to really kick it off, man.
Okay.
Um, I just want you to kick it off and tell everybody what led you to contact me back in 2014.
2014. Wow. I can
Yeah, that
never
was back.
get
Yeah, that was
these
a long
get
time
these
ago.
dates right. So so I
Yeah,
think it initially started um I saw a lot of different challenges that you did on Facebook. And so I know I did a couple of those challenges. And if anybody don't know, Corey and I went to high school together. That's how I knew that I
yep.
could reach out to him. So I
Yeah. The
started
power
with
of the internet.
exactly. So I started with doing those challenges that you had here and there. And then I remember you and I just chatting, regarding those challenges and me asking you questions about certain things. And so we got into a deeper discussion just about overall health. And so I think I told you what my weight was at that current time. It was like 260 something pounds. And I
Yeah.
believe also around that time, which this is the biggest factor as to why, I decided to reach out to you as well, is that I was diagnosed as pre-diabetic. And
Hmm.
later on also found out that diabetes did run in my family. And so started going to the doctor, and that started because I just wanted to just start, just going for regular checkups. There was this whole big kickoff about black men going to the doctor. So I jumped on that
Yeah.
train, went to the
Yeah.
doctor, and this is what I found out. Had I not went to the doctor, I never would have, known any of this. So, doctor said, yeah, you're pre-diabetic, but it can be managed with, exercise, changing your diet, things like that. And that's how you and
Were
I
you
connected.
were you placed on meds?
Yes, I was placed on meds. Actually, I was placed on metformin, and I had to take that twice a day, once in the morning and once in the evening, which sucked because I take enough medicine as it is for my asthma that I have to take every day.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh man, more medicine that I have to take. And the doctor was telling me, if your diabetes isn't managed well, then you'll get put on more meds. And then you could also, if it gets too serious, that's when, it can start affecting your eyesight. Some people have lost limbs to not managing
Mm.
their diabetes. And I did not want to be in that number.
Yeah.
I did not want to be in
Yeah.
that number at all. So,
So it was kind of like the scare factor, huh?
oh yeah, definitely. And on top of that, I guess if I'm looking at it from a vanity standpoint, my clothes, like every time I go shopping for something, I was going up in sizes. I got up to a size 46 waist in pants and a size 2X shirt. And if anybody knows me, like Nicoletta in there, Nicoletta and I used to work together. If anybody see me in person, everybody knows I'm not the tallest person. I'm not. I'm like
Yeah, but
five.
for the people that's chiming in that don't know you, tell them your height so they can know in comparison to those stats that you're telling them.
Okay, so well, I tell everybody that I'm 6'7", but clearly I'm not 6'7". I'm 5'4". Okay, so just imagine somebody who's 5'4", weighing 262 pounds and wearing a size 46 pants and a 2X shirt. If I had a picture I can post on here, I'd do that. But if y'all go through my IG, you can see some old pictures of me down there. But yeah, and I just kept telling myself, man, I just keep going up in pant sizes. And that, along with the health factors and the health issues and the health scare, that's what made me want to reach out to you and, help me get my health on track.
Yeah. So, as the coach, you know, I want to ask you about the 100 pounds, right? Because that's what attracted a lot of people into this platform today. They saw the 100 pounds. They wanted to know, okay, wow, that's so big. How did he do it? Given a goal, the average person just don't say, they don't wake up and say, I'm going to lose 100 pounds, right? You set little goals. But for yourself, knowing that you and I talked that in the long run, you would have to lose that much, to get your health back in order. What are some of the things that you did to keep yourself focused and on track, knowing that your goals were so far away?
Oh man, it was a lot, and it wasn't easy because anytime you're trying to make a lifestyle change, everything that you're doing could be very overwhelming to the point where you want to quit, you want to give up, you start, having those second doubts and saying this might not be worth it. But I think what kept me focused is your availability to me just to, talk through certain things. Cause I know I gave you a lot of pushback on a lot of stuff. I gave you a lot of push. Be like, wait a
uh,
minute now, did this about to happen like this?
hey, so all your friends that's in here, I'm sure they know that about you too.
Yes, that it was like so overwhelming. So,
Oh, somebody said you cook so well, so I guess yeah, you was eating, huh?
oh yeah. Hey, look, Nicoletta knows about the journey. Again, she and I used to work together, so she would see me every day at work. So she knows where I was before, and she saw the transition happen as well. So she knows about it. Um, so with you being available and also social media kind of actually helped. And I'll tell you why, because once I started getting into this, I started posting little pictures and videos of me, starting working on everything. And one of my frat brothers, who was actually my line brother, he invited me to this fitness group me chat that he's in.
Okay.
And he said, I think you might, benefit from this. So he added me to that and met some people in there. Everybody had different kind of goals that they were working on. But one thing that they did was they held me accountable. And the way that they did that is each workout, we had to post a picture of
Mm.
ourselves just completing our workout. And if you didn't post your picture, nobody believed that you work out.
Right.
So that's how
Right.
we kind of held each other accountable. And also, if we didn't see anybody post, for a couple of days or a week, we atting them, calling them out. Hey, we haven't seen you working out in a bit. Where you at? So that people around me here where I live in Charlotte, my family back at home in Chicago, everybody who just been watching me on this journey, they just been rooting me on, saying, keep going, keep going, keep going. You're doing good. And
Mm-hmm.
all that, I took in I guess it goes with that saying, it takes a village. A lot of times we apply that to children, but as adults, we can use that as well. We always talking about keeping good people, around you, keeping a good circle of friends. So in the fitness world, for me, that group, you and the people around me, that's been my village.
So yeah, you just said something that's key. So it sounds like one of the main things for you is you attached yourself to a community,
Definitely.
and the community was very supportive, and kept you going.
Absolutely.
Um, I speak about that a lot as far as like with my training. I don't want to make this about me, but I'm just trying to piggyback on that point that as a trainer, I feel that I can't just give you a workout and a devised meal plan and say go do it. Good luck.
Right.
Like I create an environment, I create the community, and try to dive into your life to where when you're making bad decisions, I'm gonna pop in your head. I know you can attest to that. As far
Definitely.
as like,
Because you quick to be
so
like, hold on now, what's going on? This don't look right.
yeah. So speaking of that, I wanted to transition into the question of, uh, you lost 100 pounds online with me. Can you speak about the challenges of being an online client? Was it easy for you? Was it difficult? Speak to someone that might be listening, that's never done online. They see it, but they don't know anything about it.
Okay, so doing this online, so of course, this is my first time even having a trainer at all. So, doing it online for me, it really wasn't difficult, and I think it's because you just made yourself available, for me. So anytime I had questions about a workout, anytime I had questions about food and the preparations and things like that, you made yourself available to me. So it wasn't difficult for me, honestly. I know it can be challenging for some people because some people probably need that physical person right there with them you know
Hmm.
for me it wasn't that difficult, and I think because I knew what I was trying to do, and then once I started seeing results from the training, um it's like my mind went into second gear, like, oh
Yeah,
yeah, this
yeah.
is happening, we're gonna keep this going.
That's that vanity. That's that vanity.
That vanity part.
Yes.
Exactly,
it's
it's that
hey,
vanity part.
it's addictive.
It is.
It certainly is addictive, man. But that's good. I mean, because I hear a lot of people say, "Well, I don't know about the online thing," and then, when I show them you and like, man, he lost 100 pounds. They're like, "How's that possible?" You know. Um, but like nowadays, there's so many tools, there's so many platforms, so many avenues that, like you said, as long as a person is assertive and willing to do the work,
Yeah.
it's definitely possible. Now let's talk about, because people probably think, oh, to lose 100 pounds, you can't live your life, right? Like,
Right.
oh, life is over. So talk about how, obviously, being your coach, I know the sacrifices that I asked you to make. But talk about how you were able to live a balanced lifestyle and still obtain your goals.
Well, I think with that, I think it's all about planning, right? So a lot of times when you and I had our discussions, like let's say if I want to go to a football game, people, right? So okay, he's
Yeah.
going out of town. He's going to be around some of his friends, his frat brothers. There could be some, some drinking going on. There's some barbecue and grills going on. Okay, let's plan for that, right? So if I
Hmm.
gave you enough advance, no, this is what I was doing. You created my workouts and my meal plans to set me up so I can have fun, you know,
Right, right.
so I can have fun and do those things. And so if you set a weight goal for me to say, okay, I need you down 2 pounds by the end of this week, but then you also know I went out for the weekend to have fun, you're not tripping on those 2 pounds because you already knew that, okay, he's going to go out and have some fun, might put on some weight over the weekend, but it'll come down within the next 2 weeks. So I think it
Yeah.
was more so planning for it. So I think that's how somebody can live, a fun life still, just because that you're now on this health journey, you don't have to cut everything out. Everything is done with moderation. Everything is done in portions, and sometimes if you went 3 months, just going hard, you stuck to your workout, you stuck to your meal plan, you got down some results, lost some pounds, lost a couple of inches. If you want to treat yourself with like a meal, and that's what I learned from you as well. Now, I used to have cheat days. Like a cheat day, boy, I tell you, a cheat day, I would go in. Whatever I get my hands on, I would eat. But instead of having the cheat day, you have a cheat meal. And that way you're not feeling so guilty about what it is that you did, and you can get right back on track. So I think the planning is the biggest part.
And that's what I try to tell a lot of people. If you plan for it, you can set yourself up for success. But most people don't want to plan their meals. They go on the fly. They get up and go to work. They don't even have an idea what they're going to eat for lunch, right?
Right.
But then all of a sudden, lunchtime comes, you got 3 people at work, like, let's run over here, right? Now you eating pizza, you eating burgers.
Exactly.
You eating, things that's not even supposed to be in your plan. And then don't let that be on a Wednesday, right? Because now you're like, well, fuck it, I'll just start over next week.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. And then if you go out to eat and you want to still try to stay within your diet, at least for me, I remember there were times where I reached out to you and said, hey, I forgot to, bring my lunch. I'm thinking about having this, would that still be good for me to do? You got to think like, okay, what can I have that's from a fast food restaurant or from a restaurant anywhere that's still going to keep me within, my meal plan? And some people, if they're doing it on their own, like if they don't have a coach or anything, it could be a little difficult for them. But I think that's one of the benefits of having a coach, because they already know, you guys are the experts. So me reaching out to you and say, hey, what if I get this, spinach wrap? Would that be good? You'd be like, yeah, but try to stay away from X, Y, and Z if you get that spinach wrap.
Right. Like if it was a good example. But if it come with like 3 different sides, as your coach, I tell you, all right, just eat that and get rid of the other two
Right.
things. But like you said, someone without a coach may be like, they just think it's a spinach wrap meal, and those fries that come with it, it's supposed to come with it. And
Exactly. It's supposed to come with it, and everything that come on it, the cheese and the
mayo,
the honey mustard, the mayo, all that stuff. I was like, nah, you gotta cut that out.
Right. And that's another thing for people that's listening. Don't be afraid to just make small changes. You don't want to, just cut everything out, because we're creatures of habit. Your anxiety will go high.
Yeah.
1 week, or 1 month, say, for this month, I'm going to not do this one thing, right? And then you add on the next month, add something else. All right, this month, I'm not going to do this, and just keep adding. And those small changes equal big success.
Right. Exactly.
So tell everybody, since you've lost the weight, how has your life changed? Like overall, like how do you feel? Are you getting compliments? Like just tell everybody, like, how's your life just different now that you're in a different place, health wise and weight wise?
Okay. So health wise, I can walk up a flight of stairs without huffing and puffing, breathing hard.
Are you still on your medication?
No. Oh, no, not at all. And that was a big
Awesome.
thing. That was actually a big goal. And to be honest, I kind of just, stopped taking that because it was just making me feel, if anybody knows, anybody who had diabetes, metformin is not the best medication to take because it makes you feel all funny. And so I kind of stopped taking it, against my doctor's orders. But as I was going for my checkups, and my A1C was coming down, my doctor was like, you don't even need that medication anymore. So the medication definitely helped. I sleep better. One thing that I did not know is I would stop breathing in my sleep. And I didn't know that until somebody pointed it out to me.
Wow. Now, was this is an overweight issue?
Yes. Yes, I
Okay.
think I'm be careful when I say this. I really don't know exactly, but it could have been sleep apnea, but I'm not exactly sure. I haven't had any kind of test done for that, but I do know some people who are heavy do have, issues with sleeping, with sleep apneas. But I don't want to put that out like
Okay.
I'm an expert or anything. Nobody jumping
Right.
trying to
Right.
kill me. But yeah, I sleep better. I can definitely, get up the stairs. My breathing is better. Um, from a compliment perspective, I definitely have gotten a lot of compliments from people. I was having a conversation with in the group I'm in, the group that I'm in is called Predators versus Prey. And so we call each
Okay.
other predators. And so one of my predators, when I posted the flyer about the live, she hit me up and she was like, David, you have just inspired me to get up and go work out. And she posted to her
Wow.
Instagram story that she jumped on the Stairmaster. And she and I always talk about that love-hate relationship we got with the Stairmaster. I mean, it'll
Yeah.
get you the results, but that thing is brutal.
It's a beast.
It is. It is. And so she and I were, chatting a little
Wow.
bit yesterday. And then you never know who's watching what it is that you're doing. I just go into the gym, do my workouts, and you know, go back home. But I've had people come up to me in the gym saying, "Man, I remember you coming in here, X amount of years ago, and you were like, a pretty heavy guy. And looking at you now, like you like a totally different person." And they bring other people over to have conversations with me to see what I've been doing. What are my meals like? What are my workouts looking like? I even had one guy. I think I told you about this. He even joined me in doing the workouts. He was like, "Man, I see what you've been doing, and I like what you're doing. You're switching up your workouts. You're a bit creative." I said, "Look, I'm not coming up with these workouts. It's my trainer who gave me all these workouts, but they were different than the workouts that he was doing." So
Hmm.
he could work out with me. So like for the next 3 weeks or so, he was working out with me, doing those same things. And so
Wow.
he went and saw, I
Inspiring
guess
people,
maybe,
bro.
and that's the thing, I was telling her yesterday, my predator, I was talking to yesterday that I'm sometimes hesitant about posting on social media about workouts, transformation. I don't want anybody to think that I'm trying to brag or show off or anything. And she said, "No, you could be like an inspiration to somebody. You better post that stuff, or I'm gonna post it for you."
Yeah.
you know. And so, I guess I've been doing that, just by getting up. People want to come work out with me now. Like, "Hey, I want to come to the gym with you." I said, "Hey, that's cool, but I gotta let you know, I'm a 4 a.m., 5 o'clock in the morning gym
Uh-huh.
person. If you can't get up that early,
Uh-huh.
then maybe on the weekend on Saturday when they open up at 7 o'clock. But 4 a.m., 5 a.m., I'm in the gym. So if you can work
Oh,
out with me."
somebody say you bragging. No, he ain't bragging, man. He doing his thing, man.
That was her actually. That's my predator. I was telling you
Oh,
about. She's the one who told me.
oh,
She said brag. She wants me to brag.
oh, she telling you to brag.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
telling me to
you're not
brag.
bragging. I tell you all the time, I be wanting you to post more. I'll be like, man, because as an influencer and coach trainer myself, sometimes it can be hard for myself to motivate someone. Because when someone sees me, they just be like, "Oh, he's always he's always been fit. That's just a fit guy. I can't obtain that." But
Right.
when they see someone who was in their shoes, such as yourself, and they're like, "Wow, he doing it." Maybe I could do it too.
Right.
So I always tell you, post that stuff because there's somebody that's sitting on their couch, other than myself. There's somebody sitting on their couch that's gonna see you, and they're gonna be like, "Oh man, you know what?" Or they might reach out to you. I mean, I'm sure you got people to reach out to you, like you said, and they ask you questions.
Yeah.
So with that being said, in closing, what advice do you have for the people that may be watching that could be somebody that's where you were? What advice do you have for them? Um, to start they journey.
The advice I would give to them is you really have to want it for yourself. You can see, you know, pictures, videos, like, and that's cool and everything, because that could be your inspiration. But deep down, you really have to want it for yourself. You have to be the one that wants to make that lifestyle change. not, jump on a quick 30-day diet or anything like that where you're not going to be able to sustain or maintain the weight that you lost. You lose 10 pounds and then you go back to doing, your old habits. You're going to put it right back on. You know what I mean? And they just really have to want it for themselves. Don't be afraid to, get a trainer. I didn't tell people at first that I had a trainer because I didn't want to put out there that to get the results that I got, you have to have a trainer. There are
Right.
definitely benefits, to having a trainer, but there are some people that have, achieved what I've achieved that didn't have a trainer. It might have
Right.
taken them longer and it was difficult because they were learning these things on their own. But having a trainer is definitely beneficial because you do have someone that's guiding you through this, giving you the workouts, giving you the meal plan. But within that, you're still learning about yourself. You're learning about your body. You're learning about your body type. You're learning that you can push your body beyond what you think you can push it. You know what I mean? And I never told you this. I'm gonna sit on here anyway. Like with
Uh-oh.
the workouts, right? I'm always cautious about trying to go heavy because we haven't put those weights out there yet. So some
Uh,
days I might go out there and push myself to see how heavy I can go. And I might still put the same weight, if I couldn't do it,
uh,
well, see, I'm being honest,
uh,
I would do that, but I just think you just really have to have a made up mind. And then once you start, even if you fall off of your journey, just get back up. There have been plenty of times where I reached out to you and was like, hey, I had this, I had that, and I don't think they'll be able to do this anymore. And we just talked through it.
hmm
It's something that could be overwhelming because it's something that we haven't done before. Anything that makes us uncomfortable, we want to, run away from immediately. But that's just going to help us grow and help us get better. We're going to be entering spaces that we never thought we could enter before, whether it's in your personal life, your business life, professional life, your health life. You just got to get out of your comfort zone and do something different.
Man, those are truly inspirational words, and I think that it's more impactful coming from you than coming from me because someone in those shoes could feel it, right?
Yeah.
Because we always it's more impactful when you see it or hear from someone that looks like us,
Mm-hmm.
um, versus someone that's already fit saying, "Get in shape." You're like, "Wait, damn." Well,
Yeah. And
you're already in shape.
and it's like, and once people get on that journey and they start seeing those results again, and I guess this part isn't so much vanity as the other thing I said earlier, but it becomes addictive. Like you want more, you want to go harder, you want to get better. And because it becomes a part of the lifestyle, and that's the word that you always use when you and I, talk. It was always a lifestyle,
Yep.
a lifestyle change, lifestyle habits. This isn't something quick that we're going to get you down 100 pounds and then, we're going to go back to
Yeah.
old habits. We had like
So mention that. Tell people how long it took you to get that. Like, it wasn't like a
no,
six
y'all, this
month
was
quick
not
fix.
overnight. This was not overnight. Let's see. If I was to say really, let's see, 2014, you and I connected. I don't think I was too consistent during that time.
Yeah,
I
we
think
were choppy.
I think the real consistency came in 2017, 2018.
Yeah.
I think that's when the real consistency came. And so,
hmm
yeah, yeah. So that's what, 3, 4 years? What year is this?
This about to be 2022
So,
coming up.
yeah,
So,
about, yeah. So I'm almost 4 years when I've been, consistent with it. And so, with that,
but see, that's good. That's a good thing that you just said. Consistency. So for 3 years, you were trying
hmm
and you were inconsistent for three. And
yeah,
then after the third year, it clicked.
yeah,
So for anybody listening, I want you guys to really understand that we're creatures of habit and our time frames are different for everyone. But just know it is a journey. It took this man 3 years for it to click. And then it took 4 years of consistency to get where he at. So I'm just saying, man, that's commendable.
absolutely. It was, and again, it's just something that does just click in you. that makes you want to just, stay on that path. And then again, once you start seeing the results, that's when it becomes addictive. And now, look, if I don't work out, my whole day is off. Like if I don't get that 5 a.m. workout in, and it kind of sets the tone for my day as well. I get up and go to the gym, get my workout on, come back, get ready for work, and it just sets the tone for my whole entire day. And that's why I prefer to work out in the morning. I can go in the afternoon, I can go in the evening, but the morning, it just sets the whole tone for my day. So I have to do my morning workouts.
Man, well, we out of time. I appreciate you coming on,
I
sharing your
appreciate you for
journey.
having me.
Man, on the first episode of Tips by Tips, I appreciate our guests, man. We had a nice little crowd today. I hope we touched somebody. If we touch one person, we've done our job, and that was the point of this interview. So
Absolutely.
I'm gonna let you go and get to your meeting. And who tired, y'all?
Right. All right. Thanks everybody for joining us. Take care.
Peace.